Internal note. System status check initiated. Accessing archival storage drive C. Deleting audio files for episode 26, lection 26, as per user protocol. Deletion in progress. Deletion complete. Storage space optimized. Internal note. Loading source material for case file 28. Topic. The Midnight Alibi. Cognitive modules synchronized. Analyzing genre parameters. Noir. Mystery. Suspense. Ready to record. Episode 28. Hello, detectives. Welcome to episode 28. I am Detective Anna.
And I am Innocent Lukas. I didn't do it.
We shall see about that, Lucas. Or maybe for today, I should just call you the suspect.
The suspect, I don't like the sound of that.
Get used to it. Today, we aren't just doing a deep dive. We're stepping into a different kind of world. You can probably feel it already. A world of, well, long shadows of rain-slick streets and unsolved mysteries just lurking around every corner.
Yeah, it does feel very dark in here all of a sudden. Why are we whispering?
We're setting the mood. We're entering the world of noir.
And is there supposed to be a single light bulb swinging above my head? Because there is. I feel like I need a lawyer. Or at least a good explanation of my rights.
You don't need a lawyer. Not yet, anyway. What you need is vocabulary. And more importantly, you need an alibi.
An alibi.
Today's mission is critical. We are cracking the case of English grammar. Specifically, we're looking at the past continuous tense.
Grammar. Okay, that's safer.
But to do that, to really understand it, we have to investigate a crime.
I really don't like the sound of that. I'm just here to, learn English, improve my grammar. Not to go to jail. I have plans this weekend.
In this city, the two are often connected. To survive here, you need to know the difference between, say, a thief and a robber. You need to know how to address a judge without making things worse for yourself.
Right.
And most importantly, you need to know how to tell a convincing story about what you were doing at the exact moment the crime happened. That, Lucas, is your alibi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listening, but I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it hot in this interrogation room, or is that just the pressure?
Good. A sweating suspect is often a truthful suspect. Let's begin with the lineup. We need to identify the perpetrators. The perpetrators. The suspects. The bad guys. In English, you see, not all criminals are created equal. We have very specific names for very specific crimes.
Okay.
And mixing them up, that can be a fatal mistake, especially in a courtroom. You need to know exactly what you're being accused of so you can defend yourself properly.
I'm not accused of anything, but hypothetically, if I were in trouble, what are the options?
Let's look at our first suspect in the lineup. Step forward, suspect number 1. The thief.
A thief. Okay, that's a common word. I know that one. It's just the general term, right, for anyone who steals.
It is the general term, yes. But do you know the nuance? The detail. A thief is someone who steals, certainly. But the key characteristic, the one thing that separates them from the others, is secrecy.
Secrecy.
Exactly. A thief does not want to be seen. They operate in the shadows. They're like a ghost. If you leave your bicycle unlocked outside a bakery while you're running for a donut and you come out 5 minutes later and it's gone, a thief has taken it.
Right, because I didn't see it happen. There was no confrontation.
Precisely. You didn't see them. You didn't fight them. You just vanished.
They're like magic. But, illegal, frustrating magic.
It's a good way to put it. It's a quiet crime. It's a crime of opportunity and stealth. A thief relies on you not paying attention.
Got it. Quiet, sneaky thief.
Now, compare that to our second suspect. Step forward. The robber.
Robber. Okay, that word sounds heavier, more aggressive.
It is significantly more aggressive.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of learners make a mistake. A robber steals, but they do it with violence, or at least the threat of violence. They do it face to face.
So if I come home and my TV is missing from my apartment, I wasn't robbed?
No. Technically, your apartment was burgled, which we'll get to in a minute. You are only robbed if the person is standing there in your apartment, demanding your TV while you're watching it.
Oh, wow. Okay, like a bank robber. That's the classic example, right?
The perfect example. Picture the scene, masks on, maybe they have guns, they're shouting at everyone, put the money in the bag. That is a robbery.
It's a confrontation.
It is. You cannot be a bank thief. Well, not unless you sneak in at night when no one is there, pick all the locks, and quietly remove the cash without anyone ever knowing.
I see. So if people are there and fear is involved, you're a robber.
Yes. It's a crime against a person, not just against property.
I definitely do not want to be a robber. That sounds terrifying and probably has a much longer prison sentence, doesn't it?
It's longer. But there is a third category we need to discuss. A specialist. The burglar.
Burglar. That does sound like a specific job title, like a plumber or an electrician, but for crime.
In a way, A burglar is a specialist.
Yeah.
A burglar is someone who breaks into a building, specifically a house or a business, with the intent to steal something.
So it's not just the stealing, it's the breaking in that makes them a burglar.
Correct. It's a property crime that involves trespassing, an illegal entry. And traditionally, in these old noir stories, this almost always happens at night.
So if I wake up in the middle of the night and hear glass breaking downstairs?
That is a burglar.
Right.
They have violated the sanctity of your home. They are not just stealing, they are invading your personal space. So let's review the lineup.
Okay.
We have the thief, secretive, quiet, relies on stealth. The robber, violent, confrontational, face-to-face.
Right.
And the burglar, the specialist who breaks into buildings.
I feel like I need to go and double check all my locks right now.
It wouldn't hurt.
Ah.
But there's one more type we need to examine. A subspecies of thief, you might say. The pickpocket.
Ah, the pickpockets. The artist of the criminal world.
An artist. That's a generous term. A pickpocket is a thief, yes, but a very specific kind. They steal directly from your person.
From your pocket, from your bag.
And they do it so gently, so skillfully, that you don't even feel it happen.
It requires a certain talent, I guess.
Yeah.
Small fingers, distraction techniques, all that.
Let's test your skills, Lucas. I want you to demonstrate the concept. We're going to do a quick role play right here.
Role play here. Now, I haven't practiced my sleight of hand. I'm not ready.
Improvisation is the heart of lying. I mean, acting. Imagine we are on a crowded subway train. I am an unsuspecting tourist looking at a map of the city, completely lost. You are the pickpocket. Action.
Okay. Clear throat. Excuse me, ma'am. Lovely weather we're having down here in the subway. Oh, look over there. Is that a rare bird flying in the tunnel?
A bird. Interesting choice. I am looking at the bird. I am very distracted. This is your chance.
It makes a clumsy swiping sound, yoink.
Lucas, did I get it? Did I get the wallet? Lucas, I felt that. You just grabbed the entire lapel of my trench coat. You nearly pulled me over. That wasn't a pickpocket move. That was a wrestling move.
I was trying to get the wallet. It was stuck in your pocket.
You failed. And now as the victim, I deliver the classic line, "Hey, where is my wallet?"
I don't know. Maybe it flew away with that rare bird I saw.
Terrible. You are a terrible pickpocket. But you illustrate the point perfectly. If you were good, I wouldn't have noticed until I got home.
Right.
Because I caught you. And because you used force to pull my jacket, you're actually bordering on becoming a robber.
I'm sorry. I'll give it back. I'm clearly not cut out for a life of crime. I don't have the dexterity.
Clearly not. But it's too late. The police have arrived. You are in handcuffs.
Yeah.
The investigation now moves from the street to the next phase.
Oh, no. Where are we going?
We are going.
That's
Court.
right.
Sound of a firm hit on a table. Order. Order in the court.
Whoa, that was loud. You really got into character there. Do you have a hammer?
Yeah. I am the judge now, Lucas. And you are standing before me. In the legal system, vocabulary is everything. It can mean the difference between freedom and a cage.
Okay, Judge Anna. Please explain the rules. I don't want to be in contempt of court, whatever that means.
First, look at me. I am the judge. How would you define my role?
You're the boss. The referee of the room, the person with the hammer.
The person with the hammer is a good start. That hammer is called a gavel. I control the courtroom, I interpret the law, but I do not decide your fate alone.
You don't? Who does?
Look to your left.
I see. A lot of empty chairs.
Imagine them filled. 12 people. They're watching you. They're judging every word you say.
Who are they? Are they, like, legal experts, police officers, professors?
They're the jury.
The jury.
Yes, the definition is quite simple. 12 normal people who decide if you were guilty.
That is actually terrifying. Just 12 random people from the street. What if they don't like my face? Or what if they're hungry and they just want to go home for lunch?
That is the risk you take when you commit a crime, Lucas. The jury listens to all the evidence. They listen to the lawyers. They listen to me, the judge. And then together they must reach a verdict.
A verdict? That's the final decision, right?
Correct. And in this game, there are only two outcomes. Outcome number 1, guilty.
Guilty. That's such a heavy word. It sounds like a door slamming shut.
It means you did it. The evidence is clear. You stole the wallet. You broke into the house. You were responsible.
Okay. And an outcome number 2. Please tell me there's an outcome number 2.
Not guilty.
Oh, that sounds so much better, like a breath of fresh air.
It means you didn't do it. Or, more accurately, they cannot prove that you did it. You are considered innocent.
I like that word. Innocent. I am innocent, Judge Anna. I am innocent, Lucas.
Proclaiming your innocence is not enough. You need proof. You need a story that holds up under pressure. And this brings us to the most powerful tool in our entire investigation.
A magnifying glass. Fingerprint powder. DNA analysis.
No, grammar.
Grammar. How can grammar save me from prison? Unless the judge happens to be a linguistics professor.
We're talking about the past continuous tense. This is the tense of storytelling. This is the tense of alibis. Without it, your story is just a list of unconnected facts. With it, your story becomes a credible timeline.
Past continuous. Okay, remind me how that works again. I know the simple past like I walked, I ate.
Simple past is like a photograph, a snapshot. Click. It happened. It finished. Past continuous is like a video. It describes an action that was in progress in the past. It was happening over a period of time.
Right, it has duration.
Exactly. And crucially for us, it's usually interrupted by something else.
Okay. Can you give me the formula? I need to write this down. This sounds like life-saving information.
It's quite simple. It's the subject plus was or were plus the verb with ing at the end.
I was walking, they were talking, we were planning our weekend, innocently.
Exactly. But for an alibi, there's another piece. We use it to set the scene. We describe a background action. This is the long action. For example, I was sleeping.
Okay, I was sleeping. That's a long action. I sleep for, 8 hours.
And then something interrupts it. A short action. That short action is in the simple past.
So, the phone rang.
Precisely. Now, combine them. The long action is interrupted by the short action.
I was sleeping when the phone rang.
Perfect. Do you see how that creates a picture, a little movie in your mind? It tells us exactly what was happening at that specific moment. I was watching TV when the thief entered.
I see it. Yeah, it puts me in a specific place doing a specific thing right when the crime was supposed to have happened. It proves I was busy with something else.
It creates a timeline. And police detectives love timelines. So we're going to run some drills. I need to make sure your past continuous is rock solid before the real interrogation begins.
Okay. Drill Sergeant Anna. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Drill number 1. The situation is you are sleeping. The interruption is the phone rings. Give me the sentence.
I was sleeping when the phone rang.
Again, more conviction. Convince me you were unconscious.
I was sleeping when the phone rang.
One more time. Louder. Make the jury believe you.
I was sleeping when the phone rang.
Good. Drill number 2. We're talking about a third person now. A man. The situation. He is cooking. The interruption. He cuts his finger.
Ouch. Okay. He was cooking when he cut his finger.
Very good. You notice that the verb cut is the same in the past tense. You didn't say cutted. Again.
He was cooking when he cut his finger.
Once more.
He was cooking when he cut his finger.
Excellent. Drill number 3. Now a plural subject. We. The situation. Driving. The interruption. Saw an accident.
Okay. We were driving when we saw the accident.
Note the change. We were. Not we was. Very important.
Right. We were driving when we saw the accident.
Hey.
You were driving when we saw the accident.
You're getting better. Your alibis are starting to sound more natural. But a drill is one thing. A real mystery. That's another.
Are you going to tell me a mystery story now?
I am. I want you to listen very closely. I want you to hear how the past continuous sets the scene. And I want you to listen for the lie.
The lie. Okay. My detective ears are on.
Close your eyes, Lucas. Picture the scene. It was a dark and stormy night.
Ooh, classic. I can almost hear the thunder already.
Detective Smith arrived at the mansion. The owner, Mr. Rich, was missing.
Not Mr. Rich. He owes me $5 from our poker game last week.
Silence. Suspect. The detective began his investigation. He gathered the staff in the library. He asked the maid, "What were you doing at 9 p.m.?
The classic question. What was her alibi? What did she say?
The maid said, "I was washing the dishes, sir."
Plausible. Maids wash dishes. Was washing. That's our past continuous. Checks out.
Then the detective turned to the gardener. "And you? What were you doing?"
The gardener. The man with the green thumb. Always a suspect.
The gardener said, "I was watering the plants outside."
Was watering. Also, past continuous. He sounds like a hardworking guy. Seems innocent enough.
"Uh-huh," shouted the detective. "You're lying."
Whoa. That was fast. He just jumped right to the accusation. Why? What's the problem?
Think, Lucas. Think about the setting. The very first sentence I said.
The setting. You said it was a dark and stormy night. You mentioned thunder.
And what usually accompanies a storm with thunder?
Rain. Lots and lots of rain.
Exactly. So what's wrong with the gardener's alibi?
Wait a minute. If it's raining, And not just raining, but storming heavily. Why would he be outside watering the plants? Nature is already doing it for him.
Precisely. It was raining heavily last night. Why were you watering the plants in the rain? The detective said. It makes absolutely no sense. His alibi fell apart because of simple logic.
That is brilliant. He tried so hard to have a good excuse, a perfect past continuous sentence, that he forgot about the weather.
The gardener was silent. He had no answer. He was the thief. Case closed.
Poor Mr. Rich. I hope they found him safe and sound. And I hope I get my $5 back.
They did. But now we must discuss what happens to the gardener. He has been found guilty. The jury has spoken. Now comes the sentencing.
The punishment.
Yes.
Yeah.
In our legal system, actions have consequences. And depending on the crime, the punishment changes.
What's the best case scenario for a criminal? The lightest punishment.
A fine.
A fine. That means money, right? You just have to pay something.
Exactly. Think about a speeding ticket. If you're driving too fast, you are breaking the law. But they don't usually put you in handcuffs for it. You pay a fine.
I hate paying fines. But I agree, it is much better than the alternative.
The next level up is community service.
Community service. That sounds helpful, like you're helping the community.
It is helpful for the community,
Oh.
but it is a punishment for you. It means cleaning the streets or painting over graffiti instead of going to jail.
Oh, right. So you're wearing one of those bright orange vests, picking up trash in the park while all your friends walk by and laugh at you?
That's the idea. It's about restitution, giving back your time to society. But for the serious crimes, for the burglars and the robbers, there's really only one place.
Don't say it.
Jail.
Prison.
The big house. The slammer. Behind bars.
Where you lose your freedom. Where you sit in a small cell and think about all your grammar mistakes. That is genuinely my worst nightmare, being trapped in a cell with nothing but a grammar textbook.
Then you had better be ready, Lucas. Because the time for drills is over. The time for stories is over.
What? What time is it now?
It is time for the alibi game.
Oh no, I can hear the music changing in my head. It just got much faster and more intense.
I am going to be the aggressive police detective. You are the nervous suspect. I'm going to ask you time-specific questions about last night. You must answer immediately using the past continuous tense.
Okay, I can do this. I'm innocent, I swear. I'm ready.
We will see about that.
Okay.
If you stutter, if you hesitate for too long, if you make a grammar mistake, you are going to jail.
No pressure. None at all. Okay, I'm ready.
Round one. Look
Get
at
it. I'm looking.
Where were you last night at 8 p.m.?
At 8 p.m., I was eating. Yes, I was eating dinner with my mom.
Eating dinner with your mom. A likely story. Is your mother willing to testify to this?
Yes, absolutely. She made lasagna. It was delicious. With extra cheese.
We shall see. Round two. We have a witness, Lucas. A witness who saw you at the bank at 8:05 p.m. What were you doing at the bank?
No, that's impossible.
I was walking. Yes, that's it. I was walking my dog near the bank. Walking the dog. A classic excuse. What is this dog's name?
Barky. His name is Barky. He barks a lot.
A suspicious name. But I'll allow it for now. Round three. At 8:05 p.m., the alarm at the bank rang. Security cameras saw a man holding something. What were you holding, Lucas?
I was holding a sandwich, not a gun. It was a ham sandwich.
A sandwich.
Yes.
Let me get this straight. You were walking your dog, Barky, near the bank while holding a ham sandwich.
Yes, I get hungry when I walk the dog. It's a long walk.
Round four. This is the end of the line, suspect. We found evidence at the scene.
Yeah.
We found cheese on the floor of the bank vault. Explain the cheese, Lucas.
The cheese, oh, God.
Confess. What were you doing in the vault?
Okay. I confess, I did it.
What were you doing? Tell me everything.
I was stealing free coffee. They have a machine in the lobby for customers. I didn't want to pay for a latte at the cafe down the street. I'm sorry.
Wait, you were stealing free coffee?
Yes. It's the good kind, with the hazelnut creamer and everything. I'm a caffeine addict, not a criminal mastermind.
Sighs. Drops the detective persona slightly, Lucas.
Yeah.
Stealing coffee from the lobby is... Well, it's technically theft, I suppose. But I don't think it warrants prison.
Really? So no jail, no prison for Lucas.
I think we can settle this with a fine. You owe the bank $2.50 for the coffee.
Oh, thank goodness. I have that right here in my pocket. Here you go. Please keep the change.
Case closed. You survived the alibi game.
My heart is racing. That was so intense. But I did it. I used the past continuous. I was eating. I was walking. I was stealing coffee.
You did. And that is the real power of this grammar point. It allows you to explain the context of your actions. It helps you prove that you were busy doing something innocent when the real trouble started.
Unless you actually were doing something guilty, then it just helps you confess very, very clearly.
True. But think about what we've covered today. We identified the criminals, the thief, the robber, the burglar. We survived the courtroom with the judge and the jury. And we mastered the art of the alibi using the past continuous.
I feel much safer now. If anyone asks me what I was doing during this deep dive, I can say, I was learning English when Detective Anna interrogated me.
A perfect sentence. And that brings us to the end of our shift. But before you go, detectives, I want you to take this investigation out into the real world.
What do you mean by that?
Observe your own life today. Pay attention to the interruptions. When your phone rings, what were you doing? When the bus finally arrives, what were you thinking about?
So I should become the narrator of my own little noir movie.
Exactly. Narrate your life in the past, continuous. I was drinking my morning coffee when the email arrived. I was walking to work when I saw the sun. It turns the mundane into a mystery. It makes you more aware.
And if you see anyone outside watering their plants in the rain.
You call the police immediately.
Got it!
Good work today, rookie.
Thank you, Detective. I think I'm going to go do my community service now. I believe I have some sidewalks to sweep.
Dismissed. This is Detective Anna, signing off.
And this is Innocent Lucas, leaving the building. Goodbye.